everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. So Kim Jong-un is at it again. That's right, he just can't get enough. Or it seems he just can't seem to put his foot in his mouth enough. Must have a foot fetish or something. But according to Zero Hedge, the tubby tyrant himself has now warned North Korea has now warned China of catastrophic consequences for siding with the U.S. So you have to wonder if North Korea is truly a proxy of China or if this is all a game. I would go with door number 2. You know, I would have to say that China's probably behind the scenes saying, come on, Kimmy boy. You know, you got to put something out there. We can't be seen as being buddy-buddy, you know, where we need you to do what you got to do, and we're giving you the power and the resources to do it, but we need a little PR thing going on to make it look like you don't like us. Could very well be the whole reason behind his warning of catastrophic consequences for China. This goes on to say, having repeatedly threatened the annihilation of its neighbor to the south, and most recently warning of a super mighty preemptive strike against the United States, one day after it emerged that Pyongyang appeared to have resumed activity at its Punggye-ri nuclear test site, North Korea asked China not to step up anti-North sanctions, warning of catastrophic consequences in their bilateral relations. Now, that's kind of a hard thing to do considering what leverage North Korea might have or might not have against China. Now, if it isn't a PR stunt, which I believe it is, then what does North Korea hold over China that would affect their bilateral relations? You know, Pyongyang issued the warning through a commentary written by a person named Jong on its official KCNA website released on Saturday. Now, as Yonhap news agency writes down in South Korea, it's rare for Pyongyang's media to level criticism at Beijing, though the KCNA didn't directly mention China in their commentary titled, "Are you good at dancing to the tune of others?" I mean, they're like taunting. It's kind of like waving a red blanket or a red cloth in front of a bull. This situation, I swear, it's more of a soap opera than any sort of One Life to Live General Hospital, anything like that. What you're seeing play out in front of you, folks, is an act. It's a theatrical event. Unfortunately, you didn't realize that you were signed up to be a part of it. All of us were. All of us were. See, we don't have leading roles in this production. We don't. But what happens during this production will affect us all. And this type of rhetoric, you have to see as simply a North Korean response to keep China out of the having to side with the United States, because they don't really want to do that, especially, you know, when everything else kind of runs contrary to that. So whether it's not, you know, let's take a look at banking, right? Banking, we have the central banking system. We have the Western banking syndicate. Over there, they have got the BRICS, okay? They've tried to separate themselves as much as they can from this. Now, I'm not defending China or their way of life or anything like that. That's their business. They do what they do, okay? But I can tell you that what they're doing and what North Korea is doing is very similar in nature to the Israel-United States partnership that you have going on. Only I believe it's different with us, as we are Israel's proxy, where North Korea is China's proxy. So it remains to be seen how things will go with North Korea as they are priming their nuclear test site for further testing. So they say. Whether or not that happens remains to be seen. Whether or not this gets escalated remains to be seen. But I can tell you that we're in for one hell of a ride. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and sign up for our newsletter over at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day, everybody.